Howdy. Why do I feel like we're on a weird angle? That's weird. Hi, everyone. All two of you. Oh, or zero. Or one. Why are all of these notifications coming up? Oh my goodness. Hi, guys. Close my little curtain. Welcome to the Capricorn reading. Why do I feel like we're at such a weird angle? That's so weird. Howdy, Bella Ellen. How are you? Hope you guys are doing all right. I'm gonna do this super dope, awesome Capricorn reading. If you guys could like this video to notify others that we're here. Hey, God, you suck. Hey, you follow me on Instagram. I love your name. Oh, man. Good old earth sign energy. Gotta love it. Giggle Glimmer. We were just talking about you. Oh, thank you, boo. We were like, where's Giggle Glimmer? Did you see Giggle Glimmer in the chat? I was like, no, I did not see Giggle Glimmer in the chat. You're welcome. I was like, man, it's like things just aren't the same without Giggle Glimmer here. Like me and Star legit just said that. Like she's like, where's Giggle Glimmer? Oh, that's funny. Yeah, man. We were literally just talking about you. I kid you not. Oh, man. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Capricorn read. If you could like this video, I'll love you forever. So we can notify people that we is up in here and what's not or whatever. But we're going to start with a July recap for Capricorns. For need-to-know information and things to reflect on or release during the good old retrograde, which is over on the 18th of August. And then after that, we're going to go into you guys' August love reading, you know? See what's crack-a-lacking with the wonderful Capricorns. I'm a Cancer. Should I stay with my husband? Oh, I can't answer that question right now. Because there's so much to that. That's so much bigger than a yes or no. But I always tell people that your answer is often in your question. Okay, guys, I'm about to tune into your energy. Close my eyes, do my little twitchy, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of context to that. But hit me up and we can go ahead and dig with that. BB, I'm very emotional, not sure. Aww. Melanin Queen. Hey, boo. Hey, Queen. I'm going to tune into you guys' energy so we can see what's going on with you guys. I got a little raccoon eye going on there. I love you guys. Y'all are so dope. You're more than welcome to join me if you like. Send me your juju vibes and whatnot. All right. I felt some of them juju vibes. All up in my solar plexus and things. All right. So we're going to do a general spread for July for my Capricorns. Yeah, that cross watcher and the Scorpio reading was something else, bro. go, my juju. I be trying to send that good juju. The kind that feels like a hug. Yeah, I felt that, man. Is that Bella or Belle? Oh, that's Belle. I'm gonna go watch it, so. We in here all night, giggle glimmer. I done lied to the people and told them Cancer was next, but I was wrong. Capricorn came before Cancer, but Cancer is actually next after this. All right, Spirit, please give us clear and direct guidance for my wonderful Capricorn people and what they need to know in this recap for July going into August and what they need to focus on during the retrograde. Let's get up all in their business. Let them know things that they need to know, Spirit. Thank you in advance, because I know this read is about to be off the chain. What did I used to say? Off the chiseling, chain for shame. That was in the 2000s. Don't judge me. All right, Spirit. Clear and direct guidance for my Capricorns. Fellow Earth sign. Yes, wonderful. Uh-oh. We almost had an avalanche. Okay, present energy, your challenge. What is behind you? What is before you? What is above you? And what is below you, Capricorns? I have no idea where that accent came from. So, are you guys ready? Of course you are. Present energy. The Knight of Cups. It's my drunken ex card. Hopefully you guys do not have a Pisces, Cancer, or a Scorpio that has a little bit of a drinking problem and acts kind of like a teenager coming in from your past. And hopefully they're not a teenager with a drinking problem, because that's really not good. Hey, Lachey! Oh, the whole crew up in here now. It's about to get real. You guys' challenge is the 5 of Pentacles. Oh, hey, Stephanie. Oh, yay. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, man, it's about to get crazy up in here now. Look. Past influence is the Death card. Okay, so maybe you guys do a heavy Scorpio. This is really, that I don't like how that looks. What's before you is the 6 of Swords. Oh, Diane, you cross-watching for your hubby? Below energy is Strength. You guys may also have a Leo around you. And, ooh, above you, you have the King of Cups. Very interesting. So, I might actually go ahead and say that for some of you, you guys may have a little Scorpio. The other thing that's creeping me out about this, yo, is like, if it's not a Scorpio person, if there's somebody who comes into your life, you need to watch them, because this is what I see. They're going to look like that. So if we go with your atypical description of the Knight of Cups, this is like, you know, Mr. Not Fabio, what's the other guy's name? Like a Casanova kind of guy. Like he's laying it on thick and he says all the right things and whatnot, whining and dining you. But behind that is this, you know, if we go with a non-atypical description. So not what lies underneath the skin is rebirth. But I mean, the way that people who don't know what the Death card means think of the Death card is kind of how I'm seeing that. See what I'm saying? So it's kind of like somebody who's showing up not like as they're showing you a facade of who they really are, right? Now, in the case that this is a person that you guys were dating, you know what I'm saying? This person, emotionally unavailable, you know what I'm saying? They're kind of, if they may potentially have an addiction, but then it could also just be someone who's kind of like a ladies' man, so to speak, or a, how would you call that for a girl? A ladies' man? A man's lady? I don't know. Somebody knows what you call that for chicks. I have no idea. But I think what you guys, your challenge is realizing that Fabio can't hang with a man. Right? That's what I'm saying. I've been there before. It's not what's hot in the streets. But somebody, you're dating a guy who spends more time in the mirror than you. Never good. Man eater. There you go. Man killer. Man eater. Yes. A hoe. She said a hoe. Okay. I cannot. I am not. Oh man. Objective intuition. A hoe. I cannot play with y'all today. No. I cannot play with y'all. But with your challenges is realizing that you're not receiving. I told y'all it's about to get ratchet. The crew is in here. It's about to get ratchet. Oh, wow. But the challenge, you guys, is like leaving out of this situation where you feel like you're not getting what it is that you deserve. So I just get this vibe that this person's very preoccupied. So if they're not a man whore, if they don't have an addiction problem, it's just the simple fact they could be a workaholic. I just feel like it's something where they seem to be wrapped up, and I don't want to say, we're not going to say if this man is married or something, because we're not going to go there, okay? But he got something that's taking up the most of his time, and he's neglecting your feelings. And the same goes for if you're a male and this is a female. And your challenge is coming to terms, and I'll even say outside of this being in a relationship type of deal, it could be like a job, you know what I mean? Or a living situation that you're not happy with. Because, I mean, you could have a roommate that just is doing the most on some stuff, right? And it's you coming to this realization like, hey, I'm not happy here. This really isn't what I want. And I don't have to stay there like these dudes. You don't have to stay there and like try to bear the cold and hopes things are going to get better. You just pick up your stuff, throw it over your back, and you keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? And another thing that I'm seeing this perspective wise is if we look at this aside from our whole scenario of this being like a dude that's like the death energy underneath a chiseled bone structure with great hair. This to me looks as if there's a cycle, like an energy that's ended in your life. So this may very much be contingent upon that eclipse that we just had on the 27th, I believe it was. So like a transformation has happened in your life in an energetic sense. So it's like the energy is here for you to manifest something new. But in order for you to get that in motion and for things to start moving forward, it's going to require you again with that same challenge to realize like, this is not what I want and move forward. So that goes into the thing that my granny says, which is the Lord helps those who help themselves. You got to help yourself up on out this situation. You know what I'm saying? And the main thing that I'm seeing, like I said, Scorpio, Leo, and yeah, I'm saying mostly Scorpio. If it is a water sign person, it's a Scorpio. But the other thing that I'm seeing as well is like your subconscious influence is self-control, right? So this is going to require you. So if this may be an ex that kind of comes in and out, you know what I'm saying? Or a person that you know now it's time for you to kind of deuce out of this situation, it's going to require you to be very clear on what it is you need and very clear on what it is you want and what you deserve, and kind of tame that inner beast that wants to kind of falter and go back. Even if you are suffering with some type of addiction or overworking or anything of the sort, or maybe even addicted to an old thought pattern. Not really feeling like it's too much of thoughts. It could be a little bit of thoughts, but I'm seeing more in the emotional realm. But it's going to require you guys to have a great deal of self-control in order to regain control of this situation so that you can start this new life. Because even in your thoughts, you guys are thinking about a potential water sign person. Or this is just embodying you guys. It's the fact of like, you guys aren't necessarily fulfilled. So it's acknowledging that, saying, okay, this isn't making me happy, and accepting that and going out in search of what it is that's going to make you happy. Now, once you guys make that decision and you make a step in that direction, right? That's where we have our good old Six of Swords. And you guys are going to take a time for like rest and recuperation. So I feel like this is everything that's going to be occurring up until the 18th of August when Mercury retrograde is over. So it's kind of you building up that strength to go out in search of what it is that's truly going to make you happy. But the thing that you guys can feel supported with this is that spirit is behind you. Spirit is trying to bring in a new energy. So you guys just have to get clear on what it is that you want and where it is that you guys are trying to go. And not settling for less than that dagnabbit. Capricorn, doggone it, son of a gun. You guys are earth signs. You know what I'm saying? You guys got to be fruitful. Can't be doing stuff that's not making you happy. Go out and search for what you want. Stop putting up with people's crap. You can do it. But I do feel like you guys most certainly want to take this time to just kind of self-reflect a little bit and to remember how strong you are. Because I feel the need to say that some of you guys have been here before. You know what I'm saying? Like, you've been in situations like this throughout your life, and it's imperative now. What's going to help you is to, like, think back on impossible situations that you've been in the past and how you've overcome those situations, and to see what you did to get through those past situations and apply that to now. Because it's like you've been here before. But I think I sense another thing is like an exhaustion. It's like you've been here before, but you've been here so many times before that you're just like exhausted with it. So it's like you're kind of like, I know I need to leave this. And like I said, it could be a person, it could be a job, whatever. But it's like, you know you need to leave, but it's like you're tired. Because it's just like, dog, stuff don't never work out for me. Stuff like this always happen, and I just kind of want to stay here. Like, you don't want to stay there, but it's like you're just kind of tired of fighting, if that makes sense. So I'm going to pull 4 oracles for you guys of things that you need to release during this wonderful retrograde, or that you may have released during the eclipse and whatnot. So Spirit, give me 2 cards from a Capricorn, people. I'm not looking at them because there's stuff on both sides. 2 cards for Capricorns. Please spit it. Okay, there's one. Let me get another one for the Capricorns. Are there any songs that say Capricorn in it? All right. Yeah, I don't think there is any songs that say Capricorn in it. I'm gonna make one. I think I've made several songs about Capricorn. There you go, little Capricorn. There you go, little Capricorn. R. Kelly songs? Ew. Come on. It would be an R. Kelly song. Tyrese, really? Dang, I could hear the chorus right now. I'm about to go back and listen to that. I know, man, not R. Kelly. Did y'all hear his new song? See, Beyonce, yeah, I remember that song. Oh, yeah. Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, Aries, something, Gemini, Cancer. Wow, R. Kelly's a Capricorn? Oh, man. I'm trying not to look back at the spread like, oh, man. I ain't listening to that trash right. I dated a guy years ago who was like a huge R. Kelly fan. And he had sent me like a whole playlist of all like R. Kelly music. Oh, Aaliyah's a Capricorn? Or was a Capricorn? I don't know that. And I found it on my Apple Music. I was like, why is there a whole playlist of R. Kelly in here? Delete. Delete, delete, delete. All right. So, the first oracle card we have for you guys, July recap. He wants somebody. I cannot play with y'all today. Wow. Scorpio got this. Surrender unhealthy relationships. If there's a Capricorn and a Scorpio that are in a relationship, let go of relationships that don't serve you, including unavailable or toxic people. You deserve to be treasured by others and to be surrounded by positive people. Yes, you do. That would be a red flag for me. Next, surrender your desire to control people. No, oh my gosh. Now you're gonna make me start thinking about Dave Chappelle. Being over controlling can sabotage relationships. To more effectively achieve your goals, back off, regroup, and give the situation some breathing room. Don't y'all be about that control in life now. That is not what's hot in the streets right now. You know what I'm saying? That can make a relationship very unhealthy. But yeah, man, that kind of makes me think if there's a person who is a Capricorn that's dealing with a Scorpio, or a Capricorn person that has Scorpio in their chart, you guys might want to go back and watch the Scorpio read if you have not, because that card came up for them as well. Oh, wow. Yeah, this has a lot to do with relationships. The next card that you guys have is letting relationships flow. Today, I will stop trying to control my relationships. What are y'all doing? Because that's 2 control cards, people. Come on now. Don't make me give you a little pat on the butt. Today, I will stop trying to control my relationships. I will participate at a reasonable level and let the other person do the same. I can let go, knowing that the relationship will find its own life or not, and that I don't have to do all the work, only my share. See, now this kind of makes me think about, in the sense of not controlling, like being an evil, maniacal, manipulative, controlling kind of person, but I see this more or less as like a codependent type of controlling. So it's like we can do too much for people, like overcompensate, as a form of controlling, because control in essence is trying to influence another person's behavior, right? So because we want a certain person to respond to us a certain way or not to respond to us a certain way, that means we're not showing up authentically. So everything that we're doing behavior wise, or how we speak to people, how we talk, is not because I'm really trying to have an authentic interaction. It's because I want you to respond to me a certain kind of way. You know what I mean? Which makes me think of my favorite scenario story that I tell people. Is like, if you think about for Valentine's Day and you told your dude who never buys you anything, you better send me flowers to my job on Valentine's Day. I want 12 red roses, right? So when you go to work the next day, he sends 12 red roses, right? Whole reason why he sends them is because he knows that you'll like nag him till the oblivion, right? So he sends them. So now all your coworkers are like, oh, who are the roses for? And you're like, oh, those are for me. It's like, is that still as fulfilling as it would have been if he would have either done what he normally does, which you can make a decision about, because that makes us think of our 5 of Pentacles. If you're not happy in the situation, you're not getting what it is that you receive, even after you've explained this to the person, and they're still not doing it, it's like, that's how they're showing up. Now it's up to us to make a decision about it. But now you've controlled the situation because they were avoiding the consequence, right, of you nagging, so they sent you flowers. And it's like, does it still have the same meaning? You know what I'm saying? Does it still have the same meaning versus if they would have sent them authentically, or just done what they always do, which is never give you nothing? You know what I'm saying? It's like you get that temporary like little boost because your coworkers are like, oh my gosh, my dude ain't sent me no flowers. But it's just the simple fact that it's like you kind of manipulated the situation to get what you want. So it's a lot more, less meaningful. It's empty. You know what I'm saying? Because people are responding, because it's almost like people are only responding to the options that you're giving them. So it's like you're limiting a more fulfilling, authentic experience that you could be having with someone, if that makes sense. Our next card is trusting God, right? It says, today I will, thank you, Objective Intuition. Today I will ask my higher power to send me his best, or her best, or its best. Spaghetti monster God, some of us believe in. Not me, but some people. And I will trust that all that is good will come to me. I remember that sometimes we don't get what we want because God has something infinitely better in store for us. Very, very, very true. Always very, very true. So that kind of takes me back to this whole settling and realizing what it is that you want and going after that. It's like, if you, like, okay, I don't want to say that you're not supposed to tell a person how to, like, stuff that you like, because, and I mean this in, like, the simplest form. Like, if you like sunflowers and dude keeps buying you daisies, you know, you let dude know that you like sunflowers. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of times, what we can do sometimes in relationships is because we don't want to meet anyone else, or, you know, we feel like we're old, or I didn't spend so much time with this person, and you try to, like, kind of fix the person up that you have, but it's like, that's not them. Like, if he's a dude who just don't do flowers, but you trying to drop hints and stuff like that, it's like, it's okay for a person to not give you what you want and not be trying to change to give you what you want, because it's not their responsibility to change who they are, you know. But it's up to you to decide if you want to put up with that or not. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like if you have a TV that's broken, you keep taking it to the repair shop and getting it fixed, and it's still not working like it did when you first bought it. It's like, that's on you if you want to keep that TV. You know what I'm saying? You can go right there to Walmart, get you a smart TV. You sitting up here with the big booty TV still, you know, because you don't trust them new models. You don't know nothing about that Wi-Fi stuff and things. I don't know. Government might be watching me. You talking all them excuses. But it's like you're still unhappy with your television, you know? So it's like it's making a decision about that. And a lot of times we feel guilt for stuff like that, but there is no guilt in you going after what you want. There's no guilt in you admitting that you're not happy in a situation that you're in. Because it's not your responsibility to be unhappy. You know what I'm saying? And putting up with people's crap. It's like, cause this is so funny. I had someone tell me that before. I was telling someone that the importance of being aware of their need and wants, and they like snapped on me, and they were like, well, first of all, I'm not an evil person like that, where just because a person is not, you know, showing up in the relationship 100%, and because, you know, they're struggling with things that I'm not struggling with, I'm not an evil person that's just gonna leave someone. And I was like, okay. Yeah, let's start calling Giggle Glimmer Gigi. I like that. But nah, man, that's not evil. It's not selfish. You know what I'm saying? If they put cheese on your burger and you are lactose intolerant, it's not wrong for you to ask to get no cheese on your burger. I'm just saying. So we're about to do you guys love reading. Are y'all about that love life? Y'all get 2 Oracle decks, Capricorn. I gave everyone a choice. They chose both, so you guys get both. I know, Gigi sounds so gangster. I like that. It's Gigi. All right. Spirit, please give me clear and direct guidance for Capricorn in reference to their love lives for August. I want to get 3 cards for Capricorn and 3 cards for their cross watcher. Please, Spirit. I'm gonna be buku serious. That's gonna be my new stage name. Let Gigi coming to the stage. G squared. OG double G. Let me get 3 cards for Capricorn and 3 cards for their cross watcher. Do we have cross watchers in here, or is this all Capricorn? Capricorn, say cheese for me. Cheese. Capricorn. 3 cards for Capricorn and 3 cards for the cross watcher, please. Spirit, get into their love lives for the month of August. Because that's what's hot in the streets right now. Ooh, cross watching. All right. Perfect screenshot. That was. I hope it was. I can never catch myself. Ooh, Cappy hubby. I can never catch like good screenshots of myself. I always have like those really funky faces, which is why I never use like the thumbnails for my videos, because it's like every single thumbnail I'm like, yeah, it's terrible. It's a horrible experience. It's my faces that I make, man. 1 card for Capricorn and 1 card for their cross watcher. I want Snowball. I feel like my kid ate some of my Snowball, dagnabbit. They had a lot more in there. One romance angel for my Capricorns, and one for their cross watcher or the person that they are connecting with. You heard me? Cross watcher for the month of August. Ooh, Capricorn cross watching Capricorn. That's a conundrum. Put O in front of my G. Oh, G. You hear me? That was I had OG in my nickname in high school. They used to call me the original Hello Kitty gangster because I had an obsession with collecting Hello Kitty stuff. Ooh. Capricorn cross watching the Sag. Sag is what, after Cancer? Oh, we're doing good on time. Let me get one card for Capricorn and one for their cross watcher, please. Deacons are so different for Capricorn. True that. God, I did too. Yeah, dude. Like I had a serious obsession with Hello Kitty. I mean, I was scouring websites in Japan and stuff for the stuff. Like, for real. Because I just thought it was so cool that I could find stuff that nobody had. I had all kinds of stuff. The little rice maker. Yes. Goats. Little goat. Little sea goat. I was obsessed with Hello Kitty. What? Wait. I hope I read that right. Because if I did, that's funny as hell. Okay. Whew. Capricorns. Hopefully you're ready. I feel like I need a little bit of my Cancer cross watching for a cat moon. Oh, the Hello Kitty obsession. Oh, you mean old man. Okay. I literally thought old man. I was like, oh, girl. Oh, girl. The present energy for Capricorns is the Hermit. That could be a Virgo too. Our past influence is the Ace of Wands. Oh, he was 30. Okay. I was about to say, I was like, old man, Hello Kitty, bedroom. Oh, God. So many things. I have a dirty mind. And going forward, we have the Three of Cups. Y'all don't pay no mind to me. Oh, my goodness. So, first thing that comes to mind, yeah, I'm crazy, y'all. The Queen of Wands is the first deacon for Capricorn. I'm the second Earth Queen, so he's the crosswise. Yeah, totally. I think I'm the second deacon of Taurus. Yeah, I am. But the thing that I'm seeing first and foremost, guys, is if there's a new person in your life, like a fairly new person, or you guys just recently got into a relationship, whether you guys just recently got into, yeah, I'm gonna say if you just recently got into a relationship with someone or just met someone recently, look a little closer at the situation, you know? And this again reminds me of, this was a reading that I did, the general read that I did on Instagram for Sunday, where I talked about that. It's like there's a ton of new doors that are opening for you guys, but the thing that's imperative that you do during this retrograde period is, instead of just kind of jumping on it, is spending time to really get acquainted with it. So putting that in reference to this person, it's like, granted, there may be a new opportunity and you met this person before the retrograde, right? But it's like, take this time to really get to know the person. Like, see who it is that you're really dealing with, you know, getting to know them on a deeper level, and not to get too carried away with, like, you know, those initial, like, swoony swoon kind of feelings, you know what I'm saying? Because if you move too quickly, you could end up at the butt end of this retrograde, like, once it's over, realizing, and for some people, that this person is either already in a relationship, or they're already married, or they already got a whole harem going on or something. You know what I'm saying? Or they're just not gonna be who you thought they were. And before you start putting in a relationship with on Facebook and y'all taking selfies together and all this other kind of stuff, you know what I'm saying? Just be careful with that. So just take your time and really get to know the person and make sure you guys are on the same page and you want the same things. And even looking at it, because I say the most important thing to look at when you're getting to know someone is your values, like your core values, and what it is you guys want out of life going forward, which is why it's always good to be very clear on who you are and what it is that you want. But if you guys do take this time to get clear on your stuff, so the things that we talked about in the July recap, so getting clear on those things, like what it is I want, what I want to go in the direction of, what's going to make me happy, right? And you take this opportunity, and that's even for if you're single, because if you're single and this isn't a new person that's coming in, it's just the fact that you're very passionate about something. So you definitely would want to go read the post that I have on Instagram from Sunday. So for single people, it would be something along the lines of like, career, money, finances, or it's just a new opportunity that you guys have. You're still going to take that step back and make sure this is really in alignment with what you want, while also taking that time to get clear with yourself. For my people who are seeing someone, you guys want to get clear on the person, and you may also have some little project stuff going on. But in the event that you do get clear with that during this time and take your time to grow into this relationship, then our Three of Cups is going to be in a position, meaning like it's a celebration for you guys being together in a healthy partnership. You know what I'm saying? But if you guys don't move too quickly, then I think once the retrograde is over, the light is going to be shined on the fact that this person... Wow, yeah, and that makes me think about the previous spread, that this person is not who it is that you thought they were. You know what I'm saying? You're going to end up finding out that they kind of sold you a dream on some stuff. So just be careful with that, my Cappies. So what romance angel card we have is separation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. And what I feel with this is here, there may be some of you guys who... I don't know if you broke up recently. I would say, like, when I say recently, I would say probably within the last month or so. Like, if you guys kind of took a break. What I'm getting with this is both of you, in order to, like, if you guys wanted to get back together, some of y'all, okay, I gotta say this two ways still. If you guys recently broke up with someone within, like, the last month or two, but I really want to say month, then one group of you, this person is still going to be on their same BS. And you'll see that if they do try to come back. But this means you need to do your personal work. So everything that we talked about in the July recap during this retrograde, you most certainly want to be focused on yourself, which you're not going to put up with, right? And I feel like for that one group of people, they still gonna be on their same old bullshit, right? Now for another group of you, if you guys kind of decided to take a break or broke up over something that's not really that, like, maybe something kind of frivolous, then you guys most certainly want to take this time during this retrograde to do that personal work, to see those things, like how the cards that we pulled before, like with the controlling, with the like trying to manipulate kind of how things go and stuff like that. Those of you who recently broke up, those are the types of things that you want to be addressing during this retrograde, and making that connection of how that contributed to the relationship, like the unhappiness of the relationship, so to speak, and what you can do differently. So it's kind of leaving that behind during this retrograde, if that's making sense. And then, like I said, with the previous group, it's like if you guys do that work and get very clear and make steps towards healing that part of you, then things are going to work out for you guys just fine. But for those of you, if it's like if you guys broke up because the person cheated on you specifically, then and then if they're a Virgo person on top of that, or got Virgo in their chart. But if you guys broke up because the person cheated, I feel like if they do come back, they're still going to be on that same old crap, but you're going to be able to clearly see it. You know what I'm saying? If you do your work. Know what I'm saying? Ooh. Next cards you guys have is actions speak loudly. Express your love through your actions. That's something that's super, super important for you guys to take into account. For those of you that are dealing with people, whether it's the new person that you guys just recently met before, like the retrograde, pay attention to their actions and if their words align with their actions. Are they saying a whole bunch of stuff, but are they doing with the stuff that they're saying that they're going to do? You know what I'm saying? Because my daddy always says it's not what a man says, it's what he does. You know what I'm saying? So, and also for my couple people, if you guys did have a little temporary separation, if this person does come back, you want to be very clear about how they're behaving. Yes, they can tell you, oh, I'm so sorry, and blah, 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 but we want to be very clear on what it is they're doing. Are they exhibiting those same behaviors? You know, that's why this reflective period is so important. You know what I mean? It's like, get clear on what it is that went wrong before so that you can be familiar if you're seeing those same patterns now, if that makes sense. So moving on to you guys, cross watcher. We got the Knight of Pentacles. I love this card. It's so funny. I always say this is a slow, slow dude. It's potentially an earth sign, so it could be a Virgo. And he got a little raggedy car because his little horse is just tired as hell. It's tired as hell. Look at him. He just like, man, why did I sign on for this job? Their past influence is the Temperance card. And then going forward, ooh, there's the High Priestess. Whew, some of y'all, they got a side chick up in here. I'm going to say that right now. Because seeing this High Priestess under this Three of Cups, there's a little, they got a little chick in the wings, you know. Just, yeah, he do be making detour. They really do. Slow goat. Slow goat. So, yeah. For this whole little separation scenario, because of somebody cheating, little side chick is still there. And she's one of them side chicks that knows she a side chick and totally cool with being a side chick. That's the worst ones. It's the kind that be sending you gift cards on your birthday and stuff. They be sending you roses to your job on Valentine's Day, thanking you for your husband and things, you know. But anywho, I know they are so the worst. I kid you not. But this could be here's for the overking Queen of Wands. But they but this could also be an Aquarius person or the cross watcher. Say if this is a person who is, these are two single people. So say if our Capricorn is a single person, that part. If the Capricorn is a single person, that's just doing your good old spiritual journey and whatnot, and you're solo dolo, and you guys have separated from this person or that situation that was kind of showing up in our July recap, and you guys decided to like go in the direction of what it is that you want. And this is a person that may be coming into you guys' lives. This person could potentially be a Pisces person, or they could be an Aquarius person. And the thing I see with them is they kind of see you, like they're aware of you and they're interested in you, but they're going through their own little personal process, and that's the reason why they're slow to make an offer. So say if this is a person you guys may have interacted with, for some of you it may be someone you've never even met yet, right? But for others it could be someone who, you know, maybe you guys are in the same vicinity, but I don't think that you guys have ever spoken. And I think this person, their goal ultimately is to offer something to you, but I feel like they're going through a very heavy spiritual transition right now. But I mean, they're kind of on the tail end of it, because it's like, I look at the Temperance card as like spiritual alchemy, right? So that's like cultivating like your Christ consciousness, or you know, your enlightened state and so on and so forth. And it's like, this is the byproduct of the hermit journey, right? So this is a person who's already kind of gone kind of deep, and now they're starting to manifest in their actions and their words and their thought processes this spiritual transformation that's occurred inside of them. So it's like, I feel like the person is slow to offer you something because, you know, they want to make sure it's right. And they probably know that it's Mercury retrograde. So they taking their sweet little time. You know what I'm saying? Because they want to make sure it's right. And then going forward, I see that with the high priestess, it's them being in tune with spirit. They also might be a little psychic. Just saying. Throwing that out there. They might be a little psychic, you know? And that could be why they're taking their time, because they're like, you know, I don't want to make an offer during Mercury retrograde because I watch She Do Tarot as well. And, you know, you never want to make an offer during retrograde. Hope that doesn't for himself and not for me. That it was like, aw. But yeah, man. So that's what I'm seeing for my single people. If this is a person that you guys haven't met, or it's somebody that's kind of in your orbit, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? But for my people who broke up with someone who cheated, what I'm seeing with this is, I'm just going to say it to y'all straight. This person may potentially come back during this retrograde. They're going to be trying to come off to you. Like I said, it's something that they're not. They're going to come off like, oh, baby, you know, I didn't went to church and I didn't prayed and, you know, aligned my chakras. I got a Reiki treatment and I had an epiphany on the eclipse. If he knows all of that to even say all that, probably not. But they're going to come off saying that they've changed and looking as if they've changed, right? But remember, actions speak louder. You just give them some time to sit back and watch and see what's really crack-a-lacking, right? So what I'm seeing with this person is they're going to make you an offer by giving this whole little illusion of change, trying to reel you back in, but that chick is still very much present. She's still there. She ain't go nowhere. She holding homeboy down. She one of them ride or dies, you know? Like I said, she gonna be sending you birthday cards and gift cards and things and flowers on Valentine's Day. I don't know if y'all about that life. If you are about that open relationship life, then this is totally cool. You know what I'm saying? Because in that case, you got somebody that's coming along that's bringing someone new into the fold. Tell him you celibate. Dude, there is no quicker way to get rid of the wrong type of dude than to tell him that you're celibate. I kid you not. I had somebody call me childish on a date once when I told him that I was celibate. He was like, that's so childish. I was like, childish? Really? That was years ago. And for a cross watcher, the card that we have is trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. Yes, cross watcher, have faith that spirit is going to bring an amazing Capricorn into your life so they can give you all of their lovey-dovey Capricorn goodness. The other card that we have, slow down, you think? When you are excited, you get ahead of yourself. Take some time to allow things to unfold. Yes, cross watcher, trust. That again makes me think back to this those cards that we had in the recap, which makes me want to jump to my straight Capricorn single people. The thing that you guys want to learn the most from this situation in July, my totally, completely single Capricorn people, is learning from your past relationships about the vast difference between what people have said to you in the past and how much that aligned with their actual actions. How many people have you dated that have promised you the world but actually made good on it, right? Another thing is, which is why it's bringing my attention to this Ace of Wands, is that I feel that some Capricorns that are watching this may have a tendency when you meet someone, and I kind of mentioned this in my book too, when I talked about the different types of people, is like every person is the one. It's like when you meet someone and they fit like the criteria of what you want, it's just like, oh my gosh. And like literally after the first date, you're thinking about y'all wedding, what you gonna name the kids, what kind of house y'all gonna live in, and all this other kind of stuff. It's like, pump your brakes, babe, pump your brakes, because he might be a little narcissist hiding under this guy's a little Casanova. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be careful. You know? So slow down, pump your brakes, because things are not always what they seem. It's like, and that's like a huge part of the reason why I wrote this book is for that particular reason, because I feel like in the spiritual community, a great deal of us, we have intuitive gifts. You know, we can read people, we can sense people. But I can say, as a fellow intuitive, And also, as a freaking counselor, I don't care. Like, dude, people sit in front of me all day. I be knowing all kinds of people business I don't ask for, okay? But that still doesn't substitute for me taking time to get to know a person. Because just because I may sense some things about you, or spirit may even reveal some things to me about you, I still don't know you. I don't know your favorite color. I don't know your favorite food. You know, I don't know where you grew up. I don't know what experiences molded your life. Like, these are all things that we would have to get to know about each other over time through cultivating a relationship. So even if you have that instant spark with someone and that instant chemistry, that doesn't substitute for cultivating a bond in a relationship over a period of time. You know what I mean? And that was like a huge inspiration for me writing this book. So for my single Capricorns, if you guys do find that you do that, it's like you want to get to the root of why that is. You know what I'm saying? Why is it that you get so swept up in these things, or that you find this becoming, you know, a cycle? Or why is it that you feel so rushed to be in a situation? You know what I'm saying? And what do all of these people you've been dating have in common? Are you getting love bombed by a narcissist? You know what I'm saying? Are they coming up talking about that they see, you know, love in your eyes and things, and I've never felt like this before, and all this other kind of crap? Ugh, my goodness. But it's important for you guys to be self-aware, to know yourself, to know your boundaries, to know who it is that you're really dealing with, to not get swept up in the fantasy and the passion of things and the idea of people. You know what I mean? Because I kind of feel like a lot of times when you guys get caught up in that, you're dealing with people who have a harem of women slash narcissistic supply. You know what I'm saying? But the thing that's really important is to take your time, take things slow, and to listen to spirit. It's like if you feel any little tinge inside of you, or even if you get sick around a person, because that's another thing that's a main sign. It's like if you get around this person, you get nervous, or is every time you hang out with this person, you feel like you have to have a drink first. That's a major, major red flag, because it's just like, oh, you know, we usually attribute it to like, oh, you know, I'm just nervous. You know, I want to be more chill. I don't want to seem so anxious. No, that's a sign. If you feel like you got to not be in your right mind to be around this person. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to throw our little dice of resonance, you know? Have faith that spirit's going to bring you guys the person that you deserve. But just like I told Scorpio, you want to be what it is that you're looking for. You know what I'm saying? For my little couple people, I feel like you guys got to do some self-reflection and not just blame your partner. And look at some things that you guys are doing that's contributing. Not from my ones that got cheated on now. I ain't talking to y'all. I'm talking to people who just have like, we argue type problems and they don't see my point of view type things. It's like both of you guys want to take some time and kind of get clear on some things and be able to clearly, ooh, Lord Jesus, clearly communicate with each other what it is that you're looking for. And things are going to be just fine. Because I feel like with both of you guys, even if you're, you know, just in a regular relationship and y'all just hit like a little rocky patch, I really do feel like the more clear you guys get on yourselves individually, the more spirit is going to be able to guide you, to lead you guys to what it is that you want. And for some of you, that's going to be marriage. So we're going to do the dice of resonance. And we're going to see how this resonates for those out there who are wondering if this is my reading or not. Okay. We got Capricorn, Aries, friend, and the Venus sign, or this could be a female. So however that Aries, Capricorn, friend, and female or Venus. So they could have a Venus in Aries or Capricorn, and it could be a friend. So however that that resonates with you guys. Know what I'm saying? But that is you guys August love reading, Capricorn. Love endures. Love does not give up or lose faith. Love is hopeful and withstands every situation. I don't know why I felt like I needed to look at the bottom of the deck, but there it is. His Venus is in Aries, not liking that. Loads of telepathy. Somebody dating somebody and y'all got a little telepathic connection going on. Yeah, I'm getting in y'all business now. I'm being nosy. Unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. I'm just looking at the bottom of all my decks. Yes, cheese. Surrender to your full power. Your life is calling for you to step into your full power rather than playing it small. Don't be playing it small, Capricorn, dadgummit. Oh, your twin? Ooh, Lord. Getting calm. Today I will stop searching for happiness outside of myself. If I'm in a frenzied state, I'll get calm, get back on track, and remember that the key to happiness is inside me. Often after I've become peaceful and accepting, what I want comes with ease. I don't know why I'm reading the bottom of these decks, but somebody need that. Yeah, you guys. We're not about that toxic relationship life, so y'all be very cognizant of that. If a relationship is moving too fast in the beginning, be careful with that, dadgummit. Be careful with me. You're welcome, lucky Libra. Are you a twin queen me? Or is there somebody in the name queen? Yeah, man, you gotta keep that inner balance. I ain't got time for that drama. Oh, me? I had to be sure. Got lots of queens around here. Yes, I am. But I opted out of my twin situation because my twin is I could make a whole I could make a whole video about this. But he's going through some things, you know. He's going through some things. But I love him from a distance. Yeah, he's very great. He's in denial. He's in denial of who and what he, like, he knows who and what he is, but he doesn't want to accept it. And that's when situations can become toxic, because you can end up falling into this cycle of, like, oh, you know, you see who they are and how they are and the potential that they have, and we'll try to cultivate that or to yeah, eclipse that ass. No, but we'll try to help them cultivate that, and that's not really, you know, our job to do. So it's like my situation helped me to see areas in my life that I was still wounded, that I needed to heal, you know. But I get into all of that good stuff up in there. Yeah, a lot of people don't. And I mean, I can't, like, I can say, dude, from my own spiritual journey, looking back at it, I don't blame people for not wanting to do the work. You know, it's a lot easier. It's very unfulfilling, but I mean, it's easier to not change. Like, change is very difficult. It takes a lot of dedication, you know, and commitment to the change, because it's like every day of your life, but it's like you have to want it. Because I know, like, the point that I was at when I first started going through my whole little evolution, and I was looking through my old stream on my other Instagram pants, my Instagram pants? I'm gonna make those. On my old Instagram page, my personal page, and like I archived all my old stuff because I've been on Instagram since Instagram started. And I had this post up from years ago where I said, I'm willing to lose my life in order to gain it. And meaning that, like, in a figurative sense, it's like I was so hungry for my authentic self that I was literally willing to give up whatever it was I was doing in my life. I was like, if I'm on the wrong career path, if I shouldn't be in school for this, like, if this isn't what's meant for me, I was willing to sacrifice all of that in order to get into alignment with what was actually for me. So, you know, when you're hungry like that about your evolution, it's like, it's beautiful. But it's like with some people, it's like you're too attached to, you know, certain friendships, or maybe you got 20 years into a career or something like that, and it's the fear of losing things. But it's like you have to be willing to relinquish that false life. And I mean, it takes time for people, and it's hard. Like I said, looking back, I can say that it's very, very hard, and I can be understanding when people are, reluctant to go down that path, because it's a lot. It takes a lot of self reflection. Yeah, dude, I'm obsessed. I tell people all the time. Yeah, it is the ultimate sacrifice. It's like it's literally dying to yourself. Like, you have to be willing to sacrifice everything. And I know, to me, everything else in life just kind of lost its meaning to me. It was just like, dude, I don't want to play this game anymore. Like, let's just stop being fake. I want the real, dadgummit. But it ain't for everybody. Yeah, man. Because we go through so many deaths. I wish we could just get a death card, the tower card, just once in life. It's like, nah, you're going to get this like once a month on your growth process. And the thing I say is so funny, I realized about our growth is like, we have this perception that I feel like I can kind of also and annoying and then great again. Yeah, dude. Real talk. And see, that's the thing I say, that's the sign. When you feel like you're on an emotional roller coaster, it depends on to what extreme. Because it's like my book talks about that extreme to the point where the two of you are destroying each other. Where it comes to the point where you're inhibiting each other's growth. Like, you're playing into their wounds, they're playing into yours, and there's no growth being cultivated out of it. Because it's like, if you're in a twin situation and it's like, you guys get in an argument, or the arguments you guys get into, it makes you realize, like, wow, I'm very defensive about that. Like, I have an insecurity about that. I need to process that. You know what I'm saying? Like, why do I start feeling so insecure with this particular thing? And like, you go on your little, mini journey, and you realize that in kindergarten, somebody made fun of like your LA gears, because yours didn't light up. I don't know. And it's like, that caused insecurity with you with this particular area of your life. Then that's healthy. But when it comes to the point where you have a twin that has like narcissistic kind of tendencies, and they're using your weaknesses to like further like control you or manipulate you and like kind of disarm you and break you down, that's when it becomes unhealthy. Like, that's not what's hot in the streets at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no growth that's happening there on either side. And it's like, that's when it's a time where you have to kind of take a step back and really reevaluate the situation. Because to think putting up with that and like spirit is going to, give you the love of a lifetime when you're choosing to deny yourself happiness, or you're putting up with somebody mistreating you, that's not something that's going to get you what you're looking for, And that was my whole premise with writing this book, because there's too many people that I see in situations like that, and that's not okay. It's like, if you're staying up all night and crying and stuff like that all the time while this person is out here with their harem throwing it up and things, it's not what's hot in the streets. And Taurus and mental torment. Yeah, dude. Anything emotional roller coaster, anything like torment, anything that look like the 9 of swords, the 10 of swords, the tower card, the devil card. If your life is looking like those types of things, that's not what's hot in the streets. That's not healthy. Because that's like, in essence, choosing the person over you. It's like allowing another person to mistreat you and not even standing up for yourself, Huh? Yeah, they are. But at the same time, it's like, you just have to read my book. I don't want to, I touch very lightly on that, because that's why I said it could be a whole video, because it's a conversation more than a simple answer. Because it's so much deeper than that. It's so much deeper than that. I need to have a gathering on YouTube about that. But who is next? Is it Cancer? I think it is Cancer. I got Cancer and Sag, and then we'll have all of our August love readings done, guys. Yeah, Cancer is up next. Somebody with pudding in their name just followed me on Instagram, and now I'm hungry. But okay, guys, I'm going to get prepared for the Cancer read. So I'll be back in like 5 minutes. So, oh yeah, I'm up on it. I'm up on that next. So if you guys want to stick around for that, I'll be back in a few minutes. Thank you all for hanging out with me. It has been a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful pleasure, my Capricorn people. Felt like we just had a little powwow right quick about toxic relationships and whatnot. What? You have a new twin every 4 months? I know you lying. I know you lying. Oh, Lord have mercy. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. Thank you, queen. Yeah, see y'all in a couple of minutes. Go give me some juice all day, Lachey. It's about to get real in the Cancer read. Uh-oh. All right, y'all. I'm going to see y'all in a few minutes. I love your faces. Deuces.